Did anyone expect this? Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo, two of Korea's most iconic stars, have just taken the internet by storm in the most unexpected and heartwarming way. Their official launch of a family YouTube channel featuring their baby has fans gasping, crying, and clicking subscribe faster than ever. Private lives to precious moments. The couple has finally opened their home to the world, and it's more emotional than anyone imagined. Red carpet revealed is here to take you inside this surprise reveal. The baby everyone's falling in love with. Story behind this unforgettable new chapter. Let's dive in, right now. Did anyone see this coming? Just days ago, two of Korea's most beloved actors, Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo, dropped a video on a brand new YouTube channel that no one saw coming. The thumbnail alone sent the internet into a frenzy, Lee Min-ho smiling gently with an infant in his arms, while Hye Kyo leaned in beside him with a glow that no amount of makeup could replicate. It wasn't a movie teaser. It wasn't an ad. It was a family vlog. And not just any vlog. It was the couple's official announcement of their new journey, not as stars of the screen, but as first-time parents. In a matter of hours, the video racked up millions of views and became the #1 trending video in over 20 countries. Fans cried, laughed, rewatched, and commented thousands of times. The title? Our Beginning. In the opening minutes of the vlog, Lee Min-ho spoke directly into the camera, his voice soft but steady. "We've kept this part of our lives private for a long time," he said, "but today, we want to share something real with you." The camera then panned to Hye Kyo, holding a small bundle in her arms. The screen faded to black, and when the picture returned, viewers saw their baby for the very first time, sleeping soundly, wrapped in soft white cotton, cradled between two people who looked more in love than ever. The shock of it wasn't just that two of Hallyu's biggest stars were finally going public with their relationship. It was that they did it this way. No press conference. No agency statement. No magazine photoshoot. Just a quiet video on a minimalist channel with a single line of description: "For those who've supported us through every chapter, thank you. But for fans who've followed the pair for years." Were always there, hidden in quiet glances at award shows, in rumors of late-night rendezvous in Europe, in cryptic Instagram captions that only made sense in hindsight. While the media had speculated countless times over a possible relationship between Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo, nothing had ever been confirmed. Both stars remained infamously private, deflecting dating questions with polite smiles or vague statements about focusing on work. So how did they go from secret to spotlight overnight? Insiders suggest that the couple had been planning this reveal for months. A source close to the couple shared anonymously. They wanted to announce their baby on their own terms. No paparazzi. No leaks. Just love. According to this source, they filmed the video over the course of a week, capturing everyday moments, bath time, lullabies, early morning coffee, and even the baby's first laugh. Nothing was scripted. Everything was real. And that's exactly why it hit so hard. In the age of curated celebrity content, what Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo offered was vulnerability. In one particularly moving scene, Hye Kyo is seen wiping away tears as she reads a letter she wrote to her newborn. Her voice trembles, but she continues. "We're born into a world that already loved you. And we promise to protect that love, together." The comment section quickly turned into a digital love letter. "I've never cried like this over strangers," one user wrote. "This is the kind of content the world needs." Others were more emotional. "I grew up watching these two, and now they were parents. I feel like I've witnessed history." And it wasn't just fans who responded. Celebrities across Korea and beyond reacted with awe and joy. IU commented, "This made my day." Seojun reposted the video with a caption, "Real-life K-drama." Even BTS's V liked the post within minutes, sparking yet another wave of buzz. But perhaps the most touching response came from actress Kim Tae-hee, a longtime friend of Hye Kyo, who wrote, "The most beautiful chapter yet. Welcome to parenthood, my dear friend." It didn't just belong to the couple, it belonged to an entire generation of fans who had grown up watching them fall in love on screen, always wondering if it could ever be real. And now, with one soft-spoken video, that question had its answer. Still, many couldn't help but wonder, why now? Why reveal it at this moment, and in this way? Some speculate that the decision was influenced by the couple's desire to control the narrative before the tabloids could. Believe that after years of hiding, they simply wanted to live honestly, for themselves and their child. Becoming a parent changes everything. A close friend of Lee Min-ho shared. Kyo braver. In the second half of the video, the couple sits together on their living room floor, surrounded by baby toys and soft sunlight. They share stories of midnight diaper changes, lullaby mishaps, and the challenge of learning how to swaddle. "She's the pro," Lee Min-ho jokes. Featuring to song Hye Kyo. "I just follow orders." Banter is natural, unfiltered, and completely disarming. They also talk about how much life has changed. "We used to plan our lives around scripts and schedules," Song Hye Kyo says, "but now everything revolves around this tiny human who has no idea how famous his parents are," she laughs. "And that's exactly how we want it." Toward the end of the video, the baby wakes up, eyes wide and curious. The moment is so gentle, so sacred, that even through a screen, it feels like a privilege to witness it. The trio looks into the camera one last time. Lee Min-ho smiles and says, "This is just the beginning." And with that, the screen fades to black, leaving a stunned audience staring at their reflection. Tears fresh and hearts full. There's a reason this video went viral. It wasn't because of celebrity. It was because of truth. Because in that simple, honest portrayal of parenthood, Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo reminded everyone, whether you're a superstar or not, love, family. Beginnings are the stories that always matter most. The first video was a tender announcement. The second release, titled Life Between Takes, was an even more intimate glimpse into the world Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo now call home. But beyond the soft lullabies and quiet laughs, a testament to how deeply their lives and hearts had changed. The vlog opened with early morning light pouring into their kitchen. There, Song Hye Kyo stood barefoot, holding a bottle with one hand and scrolling through fan comments with the other. The camera panned gently to Lee Min-ho, walked in with a sleepy smile, gently kissing the crown of his child's head before whispering, "Morning, little star." The quiet joy between them wasn't just visible, it was felt. This was not a set, not a drama, not a press image. This was real. It was the kind of authenticity fans had long craved but never thought they'd see from two of Korea's most guarded stars. But what many didn't know was that behind this beautiful reveal was a love story that had been quietly flourishing away from the spotlight for years. They had first crossed paths in 2015 at a global charity gala in London. At the time, both were fresh off major dramas, with tabloid eyes fixed firmly on them. Their interaction that night was brief but meaningful. A shared laugh over a clumsy toast. A glance that lingered half a second longer than it should have. No one paid attention then, but they remembered. In a voiceover, Lee Min-ho confessed, "We're always circling each other, same industry, same world, different schedules." It was like the timing was never right, until suddenly, it was. It wasn't until 2021 that they reportedly began dating seriously. Though even their closest friends admit they weren't sure. They were incredibly private. One stylist who had worked with them both recalled, they'd arrive at events separately, use different cars, different entrances, but once you looked closely, affection was there, in the way they looked at each other, in the quiet glances across the room. As their careers soared, they remained each other's quiet constant. The world speculated over public relationships that never lasted. Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo were building something away from the noise, something real. Then came the turning point. In mid-2023, a close friend of Song Hye Kyo revealed she had stepped back from several major offers, citing personal priorities. Ho, meanwhile, was seen turning down global campaigns, disappearing from social media for weeks at a time. Rumors swirled, but nothing was confirmed. Until now. Their YouTube channel, titled 3 of Us, became the window through which fans could finally witness the love, patience, and laughter that filled their everyday lives. It wasn't glamorous, but it was beautiful. In one segment of the second video, they sat together in the nursery, hitting a wall with handprints and soft-colored stars. He wanted him to know from day one that his world is made of light. Song Hye Kyo whispered. Behind her, Lee Min-ho pressed his palm onto a canvas. When the paint smudged, "It's messy," he joked. "Just like us." That's perfect. They took turns reading bedtime stories, sometimes fumbling over English phrases, sometimes breaking into laughter midline. But the warmth in their voices, the way they passed the baby between them like the most precious treasure in the world, said more than any dialogue could. Rare unscripted monologue. Song Hye Kyo addressed the camera directly. People often ask what changed the most after becoming a mom. The answer is, everything. The way I breathe. The way I walk. The way I love. Never knew I had this much capacity for tenderness. Lee Min-ho echoed the sentiment later. A nighttime stroll around their quiet garden. Dream teaches you to be guarded. Parenthood teaches you to let go. He paused, the camera catching the mist in his eyes. I used to think awards were the highlight of my life. Now I know, it's this. Holding my son while he sleeps. Hearing Hye Kyo laugh in the next room. That's the award I never knew I needed. Fans weren't the only ones moved. Health professionals praised the couple for showcasing the emotional side of fatherhood, breaking toxic masculinity stereotypes. Parenting forums exploded with support and admiration, particularly for Song Hye Kyo's honesty about postpartum challenges. Some nights I cry from exhaustion, she admitted. But every morning, I wake up and think, I get to love him again today. The couple also revealed that they had made a conscious choice to raise their baby without a nanny during the first year. It's messy, it's chaotic. Lee Min-ho laughed, but it's ours. And perhaps the most powerful moment came at the very end of the video. A montage rolled quietly, the baby's first laugh. First taste of fruit. First unsteady steps, all backed by an original lullaby composed by Lee Min-ho himself. I'm not a songwriter, he admitted. This came from my heart. As the melody faded, Song Hye Kyo's voice returned, soft and steady. To everyone who believed in our stories. Watched us grow, thank you. Now, invite you to grow with us again, as a family. Without warning, they cut to a scene that melted hearts worldwide. The baby, now crawling confidently, stopped, looked directly into the camera, and waved. One simple gesture. A new generation saying hello. The internet erupted. Within hours, 3ofus became the most searched term on Naver. Global outlets from CNN to Vogue picked up the story. Fan art poured in, drawings, poems, letters. One comment under the video summed it up best. They gave us a drama we never knew we needed, unscripted, unfiltered, unforgettable. And while the world gushed over their YouTube debut, Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo remained grounded. We don't know how long we'll share this journey publicly, Lee Min-ho said in a final clip. But for now, we're just grateful. As the camera panned away one last time, the couple stood hand in hand. Their baby nestled between them. The sun set behind their home, casting golden light over the scene. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't polished. But it was real. It was love.